No.
I said, you know what? I said, let me take it off the iPad and let me try it on the cell phone. Let me do it this way.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you got to go with the basics.
You gotta go the high tech, man. You saw
The high tech is hogwash.
Teddy Riley and Babyface.
The high tech is high hogwash
I'm
sometimes.
telling you, I got everything hooked up, the lights. I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it on the cell phone, man.
Yeah. Cell phone sounds even clearer.
Oh man. We were talking about you know, I wanna speaking of you did background for D'Angelo.
Yeah.
But I think you're the first artist I've seen who had background singers that came to the forefront.
Yeah.
Um, and they're doing their own thing. Shout out to the Hamiltons.
Yeah.
Those boys are bad.
Yeah.
Behind you, in front,
Yeah.
they can really, really, really sing, and you don't see musicians really do that too much when they got, I say, gems. Guys with a team that's really, really great. You don't see artists are supportive with their background vocalists coming to the forefront. And I commend you for that, and I salute you for that because I see
Thank you, man.
teams
Appreciate it.
supporting their shows and everything.
You know, my thing is to not stand in anybody's way, to not be afraid of talent. Just as talented as I am, there's somebody else who has the same amount of talent, if not more. And it's all about having a collective group of individuals who make you better. I think they made me better. I made them better. We all had passion for each show every night and all the fans. And so touring with the Hamiltons is fun. It was like a family thing. Hopefully we'll get back to a place where we can continue to do some music and work on some stuff. I think they have what it takes. And yeah, it was a great journey with those fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they definitely sang their tail off, sang their ass off.
Right.
That church, look, I've had the guys I have now, the solos, they're really good. They're really, really good. They're not as churchy as the Hamiltons, but they're good. But the Hamiltons had something special together that a lot of you can't find just anywhere. Not when people work together that well. It's something. It's more than just voices coming together. It's a whole spiritual church brotherhood type of thing that makes them magical.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Listen, you got this new record out.
Girl, you know I love you. You can never do no wrong. And you know I adored you. But you chose to break my heart. You were sleeping with another man. And you had him all around our friends. You never said you were sorry for what you did. And I can never do you like that. You made a fool of me. You made a fool of me. Boy, I love that thing. I hit that thing first thing in the morning. I sing that. Man, I love that one, man. You gotta, girl, you know I went Lenny Williams on him. Like, you gotta give it to him. You know what I'm talking about?
It's such a feel good record.
Thank you, man.
Speaking of going through something painful, but it's such a feel good record, man. And JD, Jermaine Dupri, man, you and Jermaine Dupri make magic together. And I know that it took you 6 deals before that album, and before you took off, before your career really, really took off. And it took off with So Def and JD, man. How did it feel, man, to get back in the studio with JD and come up with something so great?
It felt really good because the first album, coming from where I'm from, he only did one song, and that was Mama Knew Love. It was Mama knew love like the back roads. Used to fall asleep daily in the work clothes. Mama, I swear you never have to worry again. Man, so he chopped up a Jay-Z record. It was a Jay-Z record that I loved so much. I said, man, I really love this sample right here, this song right here. So he chopped it up, put Jay-Z's voice in it. Right, right. He was on. You know, he started it off. You know, y'all know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just getting back to do what we felt like we wanted to do on the first record. Now it means even more because we've been through things and we've all grown up and we're all in a different place and we want to leave legacies behind and create history and music and in business and just showing brotherhood and showing that brothers can come together and really work. And it's not about ego and it's not about money. And it's not about all that. It's about building something to leave back and to leave behind and leaving pattern for those who will come behind us, And so it's great, man, for him to have the first single. I feel like he deserves it,
Wow,
and we
man.
got four more of those that probably even better than that one. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all right now. I'm coming to knock the whole head off.
Oh,
I mean,
how do you stay so consistent, right, and inspired?
I love it. I love it. I mean it. I mean it, man. When I sing and I write, I mean it. I ain't in here playing. I'm not playing. I mean what I'm saying. I mean what I've been through. I mean what I've seen and what I can retain and what the healing I put in my music and the love and all that. I mean it. I mean it from a whole different. I ain't trying to be sexy. I'm gonna get a 6-pack one day though. I still got a little bit of beer gut, but
like
it's sexy when I put shea butter on it. It look good with shea butter on it. But man, I've come from a real place. I come from a place of sing the hell out of it, feel it, believe it, man, and go out there and show the world your gift and make it beautiful for somebody.
And one of my dudes hit me, right? And,
Yeah.
bringing Anthony Hamilton on, G. I rock with his music, cuz like he one of them dudes, right? And I'm like, damn, you make music that the women love, the men when you're going through something in a relationship can relate to, and
Yeah.
then you have music that some of the dudes may be a little more edgy, a little more street.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's really, really like you really have these different audiences that you can connect to, man. And I think it's a beautiful thing. We see it every give it your all.
Hip hop, hip hop, being a hip hop kid, being a 70s baby, I'm a rap fanatic. I love it. I love rap. I love hip hop, and just our culture, man. Just being able to identify with the different textures of who we are allows me to write songs like "Coming From Where I'm From" and Lamborghini Doors, and all these hip hop records that I've been a part of, like over 50 of them. And it's something that's natural. It's naturally me,
It's nothing that's forced. And you
No,
can hear force. You can hear.
no,
You can hear
definitely not forced. It's I'm a product of my environment. I've seen shootings. I've seen drugs. I've seen domestic violence. I've seen poverty. I've seen all that stuff. So hip hop speaks about that, whereas some R&B doesn't. And I know how to blend it too.
I got right.
Excuse me.
I gotta ask you about this record. Early time of the pandemic, maybe last April or May. I'm getting in my car and I'm heading to Walmart for a quick run. This is when you go to the store and you gotta hop right back to the house.
Yeah.
And I turn on the radio and I hear this song with you and Rick James.
Excuse me.
You good? Take a sip of that wine. Take a sip of that wine.
I don't have any, man. My allergies been acting up. I was in there recording something really special. My ears just started clogging up. And so now, whatever's in this room, I think it's a little dusty. But it's a beautiful room, but I see a little dust on the board, so it might be affecting me. But trust me, I'm gonna have you some wine in a minute.
And you know that together it brought so much life into my day. You know, and I ended up putting it on repeat and just jamming out.
Yeah.
How did this amazing record come together? And for you to, what was the process like with getting it cleared? Because you got featuring Rick James on there. Like,
Yes, that's a whole nother story.
whole process, man. How was that?
Yeah. You know, I was working with Ninth Wonder up in Raleigh Durham area in his studio, and he started playing. We had done about 3 songs already, and I was like, okay, we got 3 bangers. I can go back to the hotel and sleep. On the way out, man, this selfish rascal, he puts on this. I heard it. Ooh, ah, and the beat dropped. I dropped my backpack. No lie. This was probably about 2:33 in the morning. I put my backpack down. I went directly into the booth. It was hard from the start. I knew you'd never. And Rick James said, "Leave him." I was like, I just started freestyling a little more, and then we went back out, me and Eddie Kane from Montgomery, and we finished writing it. And I knew that had to be a feature, not just a sample. I wanted him featured because he's such a musical influence to a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up listening to Rick James, I knew he was different. Watching him, Super Freak and all those songs, Ebony Eyes. Man, I was just a big fan, and I was just like, this, I have to do the honors of honoring Rick James as he should be honored, and not just sample him and not allow him to be a part of the process. So that happened. Yeah, it was magical. It was a moment, 3 a.m. moment, but it worked out perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And not everyone can get those records cleared that way.
Well, to get the record cleared, I had to go through his daughter. His daughter, who's the head of his estate, which was cool. She worked with me. She believed in, what I was doing. I said, look here, I'm a huge fan of your father's. I'm not doing this. I'm not trying to bring up nothing that's negative. I won't mention none of that negative stuff or whatever he did in his past. I'm here to honor him in a good light. And I said, and this is not going to be the last time I feature your father or honor him by doing his music. Or we doing it. And she said, well, let me hear it. Hear what y'all are doing. Let me hear the song. And let me see the image of my father that you want to put out. I had it. It was animated.
Yes, the cover.
Yeah, the cover was animated. A guy, man, what's his name? It's on my page, but not Nairu something. He's incredible, brother. He's a brother from I think from the Middle East, and he did a great job, man. He does a great job all the time. I showed him one image they didn't like. I said, okay, well, cool. I like that image a lot better because it was 2 heads. It was really dope, which I'm gonna use at some point when they give me permission. But the one that he did, he redid one, and I showed it to him, and she was like, okay, I like this. I like this one. Because sometimes in art, people, they depict something and a different way. And sometimes people don't know how to look at animation as art. Mm-hmm. They may think it's making fun of his father, but no, you depict something that's beautiful in a new, beautiful way. Mm-hmm. And that's what we did. But she was really gracious. She knew after talking to me, and I spoke to her. After talking to me, she knew I wasn't here for the bull. Like, we're gonna give him his percentage. We're gonna say feature. We're gonna make sure y'all get paid, and everything's gonna be cleared. You could hear the song before I put it out, and you just have to respect that. It's her father. It's long and legacy that I want to live. You know, I hope my kids are that protective of my legacy.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I'll haunt them. I'll haunt them in their sleep. I'll put pillows on their mouth while they
What
sleep.
you doing?
I'll put pillows over their look. I'll put pillows over their mouth and pour Kool-Aid in their mouth while they snoring. I come back spooky on some spooky.
Oh man.
Man.
You know.
Toons 53. Toons 53 did the animation. Thank you, LaSharon.
There we go.
Toons 53. Yeah, thank you.
You know, this pandemic, right? While we're on the topic of the pandemic, you know, obviously it didn't affect your creativity. You know, but what was it like, you know, going from being on the road all the time, working, constantly touring, and, you know, and spending more time at home with the family? You know, what was like the transition for you? Did that affect you at all, or was it something that was much needed? You know, what was that like?
You know what? At the beginning of the pandemic, I was happy to be able to stay home and to rest in my bed, man, and to eat my own food and cook. And
the first month we always like, ooh,
yeah, this is awesome. I ain't got to go. I don't have to go nowhere to do nothing at all, and I'm not in trouble. So, you know, it was a vacation, a much needed vacation, a much needed vacation that I thoroughly enjoyed. And then actually 6 months, I was good 6 months.
Wow.
6 months after, I was still like, this some good tea. You know, I mean, because when you travel, man, it's a lot of wear and tear on the body, and not so much so like not playing basketball or football, but you know, you're getting up early in the morning. People don't see the 3 a.m. lobby calls. You're getting on the, you know, you do a show. It's 12:30. You rush back to the hotel, take a shower, pack your bags back up, get on the bus at 2 a.m. and you're riding for 9 hours. People don't see that part, and getting up, unpacking, doing it again. Yeah, so it's a lot. So I enjoyed it. And then maybe a year after, I was like, all right now. You know, I don't spend a lot of money on bull crap, so I wasn't really worried about the money. So I wasn't worried about that, but I was worried about the money and my team, making sure that they were okay. I started to really, you know, try to make sure that everybody was doing okay, whatever we could do from a business standpoint. You want to try to make sure everybody else is good. And yeah, that part became, you know, worrisome or bothersome. And then, you know, just the racial injustice and stuff that came about.
Yeah, we started out of that, you know, the world started to see it. You know, we've been going through this for a long time, but the world started to see it more. Yeah,
and we had a chance to firsthand feel that type of energy to see what that's about, and how ugly it could be up close and personal. I think our generation, and you know, and maybe the generation before us, has been spoiled with, you know, being protected from a lot of things. You know, it happens, but you never really see it. It's never really blatantly outright disrespectful like it is now. And I hope it woke a lot of people up and made them realize that we need each other more than we know. And stop wasting bullets. Young black men, stop wasting bullets on us. Stop wasting energy. Stop killing us, because we need every soldier we can get. You know, and those lives are so precious. You know, stop doing the work of the devil. Stop doing the work of the evil and the enemy. That's protect ourselves, man. And it's not that bad. Put these up again. Do these right here, and then go home and wake up tomorrow and you realize it wasn't even that serious. But once you pull that trigger, man, it's so permanent. But yeah, man, the pandemic, it brought out a lot of emotions: anger, fear, hurt. People were depressed. A lot of marriages didn't make it. A lot of relationships didn't make it. A lot of us didn't make it due to health reasons. You know, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks with COVID in December, from December the 22nd to about January the 4th, I think I came out. Yeah, I had pneumonia and on oxygen. And, you know, I didn't make a big fuss about it. I didn't want to go public. I didn't want all that. I didn't want that attention on me. I only wanted to focus on healing. And if I had a quieter room, I had more healing, had more time and more space to heal. And sometimes you have to keep certain things to yourself. Just a few people need to know who can help you, but the whole world don't always need to know what you're going through.
Absolutely.
You know, and I just lean my faith toward God and my herbs. I have my herbs and my stones, my crystals, and all my stuff that God created to that usher in healing. And yeah, I rolled that thing out. I fought, but you know.
And we so glad that you made it through, brother.
Hey man, look, I was like, Lord, don't take me now, Lord. I think I owe somebody. I think I owe somebody some money, Lord. You know I ain't supposed to leave with a debt.
Look, ready to come out, Lord. Listen,
Man,
you know, being a father.
Somebody said I needed some catnip tea, so I can roll around on that carpet like the cats do.
You know, being a father of 6 boys. How do you to your kids? You know, and I'm pretty sure some of them are probably grown now, but you know, they still need their father. How do you explain to your children on, you know, what goes on and how to deal with these type of situations when it comes to police brutality and you know, racism and the killings of our brothers and sisters, man? How do you talk to them about that?
You know, man, I pray every night. I pray through everything. I tell my older boys, you get home safely and we're going to figure the rest out. You never have to boast up or argue with ignorance. You never have to battle ignorance and evil. You just make it home safe. That doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean that you're less than. If you choose not to stand there and argue with someone or make a situation harder for yourself and not make it home, you have a better chance getting home. We cry about it, wipe snot, give a big hug, and we pray, and we have another day to figure it out. But if you don't have that chance, and we can't fix it. And I tell my younger 3, you know, hey guys, no matter what you may be going through, whatever they may say you are and you're not, know who you are. You know who you are through the love I give you and the love your mother give you and our family. And nobody can take that away from you. They're going to be people who won't, they may like you now while you're young and black, but when you get older, you start to be seen as a threat to some people. The same people who you're playing with now may not see you the same when you get older. And you have to be ready. Don't be shocked. It happens. I'll let them see some of the George Floyd stuff and some of the other stuff that happened on social media and on the news, because I want them to be aware. You know, I shield them from most of the things so they can be a kid, but I needed them to see some real stuff so they'll know when Daddy speaks and I'm speaking truth and speaking into your life and giving you wisdom. I want you to know why. And so I let them know that they're beautiful, amazing, kings, and anything you want to do, you still have access to do. No matter how hard the hurdle, you jump higher. And yeah, do it with love, but don't be nobody's sucker. If you got to put them things up, put them up. And I'm gonna take them to the gun range when they get up some age, and I know they got good enough sense, because I want them to be well-rounded. I want them to be soldiers too. Pray hard and defend yourself if you have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know, you win some, you lose some, right? What John Witherspoon said on Friday? You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
That's you know, real facts.
God, man, you got me teary-eyed over here, man.
Hey, man, You know, real stuff.
You know, I have children myself, and
Yeah.
my children, the oldest is 7, so you know, that kind of conversation yet too much, but you know, she knows, you know, about certain things. She comes and asks questions and different
Yeah.
things. A conversation that unfortunately we have to have with our children so early on, you know what I mean, in life.
Yeah.
But you know, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, man. You got me teary eyed over here, bro.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with crying. I
Call
cry all
me.
the time. I cry on stage. I cry when it's necessary, you know.
Somebody record me. It's the first time on this joint I done cried. But yeah, my brother. You know, speaking about family, I gotta ask you: Are you cousins with Casey and JoJo and Fantasia?
I believe Fantasia is cousin, but Casey and JoJo definitely, but she's related to them, so I'm pretty sure somewhere we're all probably related.
I think everybody from North Carolina.
And
North Carolina Bronx, right?
And Jay Vito from the Hamiltons, the skinnier dark skin one. That's my cousin as well. Yeah. So yeah, we got some singing in our family. Let cry, oh cry, oh Lord, let them cry, oh Lord, let them keep on. You gotta have a little bit of nigga spiritual in there.
You know, this versus thing is popping now, and I seen your name in the conversation. People mentioning you and things that, you know, of that sort when it comes to the verses that Tim and Swiss is doing. If you got approached to do verses, would you do something like that?
Yeah, I think it would be fun. It would be fun to put on for my city. Put on for my city. I put on for my city. I put on. You know, put on for my city and for my fans, man, and just have just fun musical rivalry. You know, R&B beef, but really with no beef. A vegan version of that.
Who would you go with?
I like Music Soul Child. I think he has hits, and he has timeless pieces that I can remember where I was, when it happened, what I was going through, and yeah, he has a catalog, a strong one, you know, and maybe even stronger than mine. But I got a few pieces that hadn't been singles that people love as if they were on the radio. So yeah, that would be a good one.
That's true.
Yeah, and I love music, so we go back. So it'll be fun. We've toured, man. We've done some of my best tours. Music was part of, and yeah, I respect that brother and his work. You know what I mean?
Wow, let's put that out there.
Yeah, I talked to him. But he was in another place. He was doing something. He was busy getting things together. So, you know, you gotta respect that. And when he's ready and he comes back and gets finished with what he's working on, then maybe we could make this thing pop.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Cornbread, fish, and collard greens. Right. We know you love cornbread.
You asking for a plate of that, or what you talking about? What you talking?
We know you love cornbread, fish, and collard greens. Right. You had a record called that. You had a book. If one had to go, which one would it be? If the doctor said, Anthony, you can't eat this for the rest of your life, okay? It's gonna take you out. It's gonna stop that new album. Which one would you let go?
Between the cornbread, fish, and collard greens? I'll let the fish go, and I'll eat the greens with the cornbread.
See, I thought about this. I was like,
because the greens got onions in it, I'm sure. And so when I see, fish by itself ain't gonna really do me no. It'll be lonely though. It's lonely.
It's lonely just with the fish and corn.
And then you don't want to just have fish with the cornbread. I mean, that would be awesome. Eventually, it's gonna clog up your artery. So I'm gonna go with greens and cornbread for 300 stew. Yeah, because I was vegan for 2.5 years, so I can definitely live that. I can do that.
Wow. In Charlotte, right? I live in Greensboro area now.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
what's some of your favorite spots? Is
Hey,
some of your
Pam.
favorite Charlotte?
Favorite spots in Charlotte
Hmm?
for food or what?
For food, soul food.
Yeah, that's a spot called Mertz that's been around. It's uptown Charlotte. Some of my people work there, and it's just been a staple for the city. Um, you have Nana's. It's good. Seafood spot called Crustaceans.
I can't wait to play this back, right? So I can.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Um, there's another spot, a place called Bentley's. It's a pretty beautiful spot. Um,
Right now, don't plug no more. They're gonna give me.
Romeo's food truck, Romeo's vegan burgers food truck. That thing be busted. Shout out to Tigo. Tigo's an amazing artist as well. Shelby J, you on here? So yeah, man. Yeah, those are some spots.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to run this
Oh,
back.
Caribbean hut and island cuisine for some bus up, some West, some West Indian food.
I had them. Oh,
Yeah, man.
I had them.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, my brother. Thank you for sticking through.
I appreciate it, man, and thank y'all for holding on, man. There's a lot of people still holding on.
Yeah, man. I always ask every guest that I have on here, what do you want your legacy to be? When 30, 40, 50 years from now, people look back at Anthony Hamilton, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want my legacy to be one that's steeped in love and a brotherhood to his people, a genuine cat who cared. I want people to be like, you know what? That fella was all right. He could sing his ass off, but that was a good dude. And he took care of his people. So a legacy of love.
That was smooth.
That was real. That's real. I mean it.
Dude, that was smooth.
Yeah.
You made a fool of me. Y'all continue to support that record.
Thank y'all in advance. I appreciate it.
I love it. I know the fans is that new album is coming
in August the 20th, I think.
You got any features? You got anything you can let us know?
Yeah, I have Rick Ross on one called Real Love.
Oh, shout out to Rick Ross. Shout out to the whole band.
Yo, hey, we got the same exact birthday. Oh yeah, I got that at the house. That gold is that's the gold, the white, the black. I got all of them. I see them in the back, popping in the back.
Yeah.
Hey, LaShannon. Yeah, I got Rick Ross. I did one with Ty Dolla and D Smoke. We're just trying to put the album together. I did one with John Legend. We're trying to see if it's gonna go on this album, on the next one. But it's beautiful. So sometimes you gotta hit them in the head, but you gotta save something for that next one too, to hit them in the head harder.
Well, I want that John Legend one for sure. I want
that John Legend. It's awesome. It's a beautiful record, man. It's a big record.
Who's some of the producers? JD,
Jermaine Dupri, Kelvin Wooten, who I'm in the studio with now, Ninth Wonder, Jay Manifest, Jay Deal, and Marlon with the glasses, 1500 and nothing, Bink Dog.
Get bad too. Got
Bink Dog, Drum Dummy. Who else? One more. I think that might be it. Yeah, that might be it. I hope I'm not forgetting nobody. Yeah, I think that might be it.
That sounds like it's gonna be amazing. I know it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, man.
You have a title for it yet?
We're working the title out now. Love is the new something.
Hold it. Just bring it back.
No, I ain't gonna tell you. I don't know. I'm still working on titles, man. You know, it's starting to shape up and it's starting to tell what it want. You know, it's telling me what it wants to be. And so I'm gonna listen to it. And yeah, I have my own label on BMG, so I'm signed to myself. I'm my own CEO. My music box, and I have an artist by the name of Jay Hines, who I thoroughly believe in, and I can't wait to put him out. He's incredible. There's a few other artists that I'm.
What's Instagram? No, it's Instagram.
JX Hines, yeah. He's incredible.
Follow him. I think I've seen this page before.
Yeah. He's incredible, man. I can't wait to really allow the world to see him on an even bigger platform than you know he has now, that he's created on his own. But yeah, I'm excited about it. There's a few other artists I'm really excited about. So we'll speak on them when the time is right and they're ready. Yeah, I'm excited.
Can't wait, man. Wait. You've had an incredible journey, and you've kept it real, and why people really can relate to you. You've always been real. You've always been humble, and thank you for the music.
Hey,
you know, your music has gotten a lot of folks to a lot of different things, man. You know, and a lot of times we wait for people to pass away and do different things like that to give them their flowers. You know what I mean? And we just want to give. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you, Anthony, for everything.
I appreciate it, man. This is so crazy, man. This is deja vu. Like, I literally feel like I've been here, sitting here, and this was said to me. And that's still so. I don't, you know, not to be weird, but it really. I was like, okay, I knew what you were gonna say when you said it. After you got started, I knew it. It's crazy. It's how the mind or the spirit or something work, but it's a beautiful thing. But I appreciate the flowers, man. And
you know, whenever God, man, whenever God is there, man, you feel that.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
You know, ain't gonna get too preachy on y'all, but everyone, you know, you keep God first, man. Keep your family close.
Yeah.
And definitely, man. Thank you for your time, man. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you too, man. And to all y'all who stuck with us through the damn-demic with all the internet.
Is that a new one? Is that
the damn-demic? Yeah, the damn-demic. damn. Thank y'all for sticking around and being there for us. All right, man. I appreciate you, man. We'll do it again too, brother.
Definitely, brother. You stay safe, man. You stay.
Right, you too. All right, man. Peace.